This is gonna be the worst TBR jar video ever, I fear. Hello besties, it's here. Welcome back to my channel. So today's video we're going to be doing our March TBR. I feel like I just filmed a TBR video, which for me right now when I'm filming this, because I'm pre-filming it, like I literally just did my February one. I will be on vacation. February is a shorter month too, so with all my videos and how they're working out, I'm doing my March TBR right now. So today we're filming a TBR jar video. I love these. Picking 5 prompts and let's see what our March TBR is going to be. So that's pretty much it. Make sure to follow all my socials down below. I love my goodreads, my Amazon wishes, stuff like that is in there. Everyone to check it out. Comment, subscribe, and join me. And let's just get right into it. Okay, I feel like I'm not even in the headspace to pick another TBR, so I don't know what this TBR will consist of. Let's pick prompt number 1. Prompt number 1 is book by an author you've never read before. Okay, so that's like a new to me author. I definitely have a few options. I don't know why I'm in the fantasy mood right now. So I have plenty of fantasy that are from different authors that I've never read from before. This one has been on my radar for a little while. Super hyped. I have not read a book by this author, so I'm gonna go with Silver Elite by Dani Francis. So this is the first book, I believe, in a series. I think the second one is coming out, if not the next couple months, at least this year, I think. All I know is that I think it's about this woman named Ren, and she has some kind of like psychic ability that is like a death wish, I guess. Like people aren't supposed to be psychics, or it's like bad to be a psychic. Kind of been hiding that. There's a romance between her and commanding officer Cross Redden. I know it's dystopian. I love dystopian. I feel like there's not too many like adult. I feel like there's a lot of like young adult dystopians. I'm really excited for this. Again, like I said, super duper hyped last year. We will see where this one goes. Hopefully I do like it. For a book by an author that I've never read from before, I'm gonna go with Silver Elite by Dani Francis. Let's see what prompt number 2 is. Book lowest rated on TBR. Oh no, I'm scared. So basically I'm gonna go on Goodreads. So there's a way that you can do that. So I'm gonna go on my want to read list and then I'm going to filter it by average rating. I think it's gonna be some like trashy like hockey romance. I have a lot of those on my TBR and let's see what it is. Oh no. Oh, this has a 2.84 rating. Well, that's so bad. The book lowest rated on my TBR is The Last One by Rachel Housel Hall. I think it's a fantasy novel. Let's read the description. An explosive and enthralling romantasy debut. Thrown into a desolate land of sickness and unnatural beasts, Sky wakes in the woods with no idea who she is or how she got there. All she knows is that she cannot reach the Sea of Tower. Even this hellscape will get worse. When she sees the village blacksmith fight invaders with unspeakable skill, she decides to accept his offer to help. Too bad he's as skilled and as annoying. As she searches for answers, Kai only finds more questions, especially regarding the blacksmith who can ignite her body like a flame, then douse it with ice in the next breath, and no one is what or who they appear to be. Okay, to be honest, I don't remember putting this on my TBR, so it having a 2.84 is not great. It doesn't sound even that interesting, but for the sake of the video, I don't know if I'll get to this one. For the TBR jar's sake, I will put it on there. Girl, Rachel, what's going on? What's going on with this book? People aren't liking it. For the book lowest rated on my TBR, I'm gonna go with The Last One by Rachel Housel Hall. Let's see what prompt number 3 is. Book with a place in the title. Okay, I don't think I have one. I'm gonna see what I have, but I don't think I have anything at the moment. Alright besties, I don't believe I have any with like a place in the title. I don't know why I have this prompt because I feel like every time it comes up I'm like, girl, I don't got one, so we'll pick a different prompt. So let's see what prompt number 3 is. Book that starts with the letter of the month. Okay, so this is gonna be my March TBR, so it's gonna be a book that starts with an M. I'm gonna try to pick a romance because I already have 2 fantasies on here. Watch me not have one. Alright guys, so I have one on my Goodreads TBR. It's called Meet Me in the Penalty Box. It's like literally the only one that I have that starts with an M, and I just like, I don't really want to read it. This is like not going very well. This is the first book in some series. Let's see what this one's about. It says, she was the only thing he couldn't have, but that wouldn't stop him from getting what he wanted. After a nasty breakup with her ex, moving to Orchard Beach was like a breath of fresh air. Harper landed at a brand new job as a sports photographer for a professional hockey team. It was just what she needed to get away from everything that had ever known. One drunken night at the club, sneaking into another room with a stranger, but that stranger ended up being no one other than Nico Carone? I don't know how to pronounce it. The star rookie player of Orchard City Vipers. Same team she's a photographer for. They can't do anything. They make an arrangement. He would help her forget her ex and she would help him play the best hockey he's ever played before. You know, typical hockey romance. It doesn't sound bad. Okay, after reading the description, I have a lot more hockey romances that I'd rather read, but the TBR jar has spoken. With a book that starts with the letter of the month, I'm gonna go with Meet Me in the Penalty Box by Callie Melly. Alrighty, besties, we have 2 more prompts to go. I really hope that it turns around here. We are not doing well. Let's see what prompt number 4 is. That takes place in the current season. Is March the beginning of spring? I think it is. See, the thing is that I don't really have time to see if each book takes place in the season. So the way I just spent too long looking, and I am losing daylight as we speak. I don't have time to look through literally every book on my physical TBR and see if it takes place in March, April, or May, or in the spring. I'm just gonna pick a book that I think gives spring vibes. I'm just making that up at this point. So I'm gonna go with Downpour by Maggie Gates. This is the second book in the Griffith Brothers series. All of the books I was reading did not mention scenery at all. I'm like, what happened to writing when you're supposed to be descriptive? This one to me is giving fresh spring vibes, I guess. I don't know. It really doesn't. This is about Ray and Brooke. Our male main character, Ray, got into some kind of bull riding accident or something, and now has to go through, I think it's rehab. I don't know if that's what it is, or he needs an at-home nurse or something, and that's where Brooke comes in. She is gonna be his caretaker. I'll fly through it. It's easy. I just needed a romance on this TBR, guys. They were just not giving it to me, and I was like, please. I'm in the fantasy mood right now. So for a book that takes place in the current season, I'm gonna guess that it gives the next current season's vibes, which is spring. I'm gonna go with Downpour by Maggie Gates. Alright, besties, we have made it to our last and final prompt. I just want this to be over. This has got to be the worst TBR of my life. I didn't think it could get worse, and it is. So let's just get this video over with. Prompt number 5. A 1-word title. Alrighty, besties, of course the only book I have for this prompt is going to be fantasy. To be fair, I did want to read more fantasy, so me complaining about it all the time doesn't really mean anything. I am going to go with Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. So I made it a goal this year. I believe this is on my TBR for this year. If not, it's on my mental TBR for this year. I wanted to branch out a little bit and see if sci-fi is a thing that I like, and I've heard that Brandon Sanderson's the best sci-fi fantasy author. This is young adult too, so I feel it won't be too bad for me to understand stuff. This, I believe, is a trilogy, and I don't know, this girl looks pretty badass. Does she kind of look like me? No. This one seems like this girl wants to become a pilot like her father, and some kind of discovery comes up, and I think it's just gonna be adventure and this girl going through life. I don't know if there's any romance in this series. I don't really know much about the series. I just don't know how I feel about a man writing about a young teenage girl. That is a little concerning. So for a 1-word title, I am gonna go with Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. Alrighty, besties, thank God that TBR jar video is done. I think that is one of the worst ones I've ever had, which you guys probably might think so, but I'm trying to find books for these prompts, and I'm not really feeling anything. Nothing is really vibing with me. Hopefully that wasn't too crazy or boring or chaotic for 2 fantasy, 2 romance, and 1 sci-fi fantasy. You know what, might be a good balance, if we're being honest. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. So there is going to be an extra video that comes out the Sunday after this, so definitely look out for that. It's going to be part of my traveling to Nashville vlog and stuff. It's going to be book shopping in Nashville. So Wednesday, my usual upload is going to be a Nashville vlog. So it's a good balance between getting a bookish video but also getting more of a lifestyle vlog, which I'm trying to incorporate a little bit more in my channel now. So make sure to follow my socials down below, along with goodreads, my Amazon wishlist, stuff like that is in there. I'm going to check it out. Like, comment, and subscribe, and join me. See you guys in a couple days for another video. Bye! I just want to delete that whole entire video. Scrap the whole thing. I'm done.